The Islamic description of a righteous ruler is profound, comprehensive, and rooted in the concepts of trusteeship, justice, and accountability before God. It is not merely about political acumen, but about moral and spiritual character. The most important term that defines a ruler in Islam is Khalifa, Caliph, or Emir, commander, which means successor, vicegerent, or trustee. This establishes the first and most crucial principle. The ruler is not the owner of the power or the land. They are a trustee of God's authority on earth, responsible for the people under their care. Here are the core characteristics of a righteous ruler as derived from the Quran, the teachings, Sunnah, of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, and the examples of the rightly guided caliphs. 1. The foundation, Tawhid and accountability to God. The ruler's authority is derived from God's ultimate sovereignty. His is the sovereignty of the heavens and the earth. He gives life and causes death. And he is able to do all things. Quran 57:2. This means the ruler exercises a delegated authority and is ultimately accountable to God for every decision. This divine accountability is the primary check on their power, preventing tyranny. 2. Core characteristics and responsibilities. A. Absolute justice, al-adl. This is the single most emphasized duty of a Muslim ruler. Indeed, Allah commands you to render trusts to whom they are due, and when you judge between people to judge with justice. Excellent is that which Allah instructs you. Indeed, Allah is ever hearing and seeing. Quran 4:58. The Prophet, PBUH, said, "There is no citizen whose leader appoints him to a position and he dies in a state of dishonesty in it, except that paradise is forbidden for him." Sahih al-Bukhari and Amp, Muslim. Justice must be blind to wealth, status, race, or religion. The famous example of Caliph Ali, who argued a legal case against a Jewish man who had his shield, and when the judge ruled against Ali due to lack of evidence, Ali accepted the verdict, exemplifies this. B. Consultation, Ash-Shura. A righteous ruler does not rule as an autocrat but consults with knowledgeable and representative people. And those who have responded to their Lord and established prayer and whose affair is determined by consultation among themselves, and from what we have provided them, they spend. Quran 42:38. The Prophet, PBUH, himself consistently consulted his companions on matters of state, strategy, and community affairs. C. The ruler is a servant of the people, Khadim al-Ummah. The ruler's role is one of service, not privilege. The Prophet, PBUH, said, "The leader of a people is their servant." Sunan al-Bayhaqi. This concept, deeply rooted in his teachings, was practiced by the early caliphs like Abu Bakr and Umar, who lived simple, austere lives and were accessible to the public. D. Personal integrity and piety, taqwa. The ruler must be of the highest moral character. They must be honest, trustworthy, ameen, and fulfill their promises. They must be humble and not seek the position for fame or wealth. The Prophet, PBUH, said, "O Abd al-Rahman, do not seek to be a ruler, for if you are given it after asking, you will be left alone, with no divine help, and if you are given it without asking, you will be helped by God in it." Sahih al-Bukhari and Amp, Muslim. They must be courageous in upholding the truth and patient in the face of difficulties. E. Protection and welfare of the people. The primary practical duty of the ruler is to ensure the security and well-being of the citizens. This includes protecting them from external aggression and internal crime. It also includes ensuring their basic needs are met: food, water, shelter, health, and education. Caliph Umar famously said, "If a dog dies hungry on the banks of the Euphrates, Ummah will be responsible for it on the Day of Judgment. F. Rule of law and equal application. No one, not even the ruler's family, is above the law. The famous incident where Caliph Umar testified against his own son in a court of law is a powerful historical example. 3. The consequences of tyranny. Islam is unequivocal in its condemnation of unjust rulers. The Prophet, Pbuh, said, "There is no obedience to a created being in disobedience to the Creator." Musnad Ahmad. This establishes the principle of civil disobedience against unjust commands. He also said that on the Day of Judgment, the most severely punished people on the Day of Resurrection will be an unjust ruler. Sahih al-Bukhari. Summary: the righteous ruler in a nutshell. In Islam, a righteous ruler is God's trustee on earth, whose authority is a sacred responsibility, amana, not a privilege. They are characterized by justice as the guiding principle, consultation as their method of governance, service as their purpose, personal piety as their moral compass.